Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start the revision of chapter 3 conditional and looping constructs, and the today's topic is flowchart symbols and Phillips. First of all, we are going to discuss the flowchart symbols. These are some of the symbols which we use in our flowcharts. The first one is the start stop symbol, the second one is the connector, the third one is the input output box, the fourth one is the processing box, and the fifth one is the decision symbol. Let us revise them once again. The first symbol, which is in the shape of oval, is the start stop or start end symbol. The second symbol in the form of arrow, this name is arrow. It is used to show the connection between the shapes, and the start stop symbol is used to start and stop the flowchart. This is a parallelogram. It is known as an input output symbol, which is used to take the input from the user and give the output to the user. Next is the shape in the form of rectangle. This is known as a processing box, where any calculation or processing takes place. This shape, this flowchart symbol, is the decision symbol. It is in the shape of diamond and it is used to take the decision, and the decision can have two outputs. One can be true and the other can be false. Now let us revise some Phillips related to this chapter. The first Phillip is, in sequence construct statements are executed dash. That is when we are writing a program step by step how the statements are executed. Yes, the statements are executed sequentially, that is in a sequence. Second question is, dash are the diagrams that show the step by step solution to a given problem. Just now we have learned some symbols of the flowchart, and these symbols help us to take out the solution to a given problem with the help of these diagrams. So the answer of this Phillip will be flow charts. Third question is, the two types of looping statements are dash and dash. We have learned about the two types of looping statements, that is where the condition is given, initial value is given, then the condition is given, and then the increment or decrement part. So these types of two looping statements are for and while. Now the fourth question is, dash loop is best when the number of iterations are known. That is when the number of repetitions we know that this loop has to be continued till this time. So for that purpose, which loop is best? Yes, for loop is best for that time. Okay. Next is, dash statement terminates the loop. Which statement terminates the loop? Right, the break statement terminates the loop. We have two types of statement. One is the break statement and one is the continue statement. So in the program, if there is a break statement, अगर आपके प्रोग्राम में कहीं पे break statement आ जाती है, तो जिस लूप में आपकी ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट है तो वहाँ से आपका जो लूप है वो वाला लूप टर्मिनेट कर जाता है. मान लीजिए आपके पास नेस्टेड लूप है, एक इनर लूप एक आउटर लूप, और आपने ब्रेक लगाया है इनर लूप में, तो जहाँ पे आपने ब्रेक लगाया वहाँ पे आपका प्रोग्राम दैट इज इनर लूप से टर्मिनेट होके आउटर लूप में आ जाएगा. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, अ लूप दैट नेवर एंड्स इज कॉल्ड एन डैश लूप. ऐसा लूप जो कभी भी खत्म नहीं होता है उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? It is called an infinite loop. Next question is, there are no standard rules to write dash. What does not require standard rules to write? Pseudocode. Pseudocode में we write in an informal language the steps to solve a problem. So the standard rules are not there to write anything like we have rules in the Python programming. So the standard rules are not required in the pseudocode. Next is, in nested loop, dash loop must be terminated before the outer loop. Nested loop basically what is that? In which two loops are there. One is the inner loop and other is the outer loop. So before terminating the outer loop, terminating means ending. Before terminating the outer loop, which loop must be terminated first? Right, inner loop. Okay. Next is, dash statement abandons the current iteration of the loop. That is, out of the break and continue statement you have to tell, out of these two statements which statement leaves, abandons means leaves the current iteration, यानी कि जिस पॉइंट पे वो रिपीट कर रहा है अभी वहां से छोड़ के it goes to the next iteration. So which statement leaves the current iteration? Yes, the correct answer is the continue statement. And next is in if else statement, the dash part is executed when the condition evaluates to false. When we are working with the if else statement, in the if part we give one statement and in else part also we give one statement. So if the condition is true, if part will be executed, and if the condition is false, else part will be executed. So here we have that if the condition evaluates to false, which part is executed? That is the else part, the statement in the else part. So the answer will be else part. So today we have discussed the flowchart symbols and the fill-ups of this chapter. In the next video, we are going to discuss some more concepts of this chapter related to programming and creation of some flowcharts. Till then, revise all the concepts discussed today. Thank you so much.